Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back with another daily update video. I hope everyone is having or already had a great holiday. In this video, let's talk about a stock that I have really never heard of before, but it's kind of been getting a lot of popularity on Reddit, and that is ticker symbol MT, and the stock name is ArcelorMittal. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Let me know in the comments below if I am. I have never heard of this stock, but for whatever reason, it is being pumped on Wall Street Bets right now. If you know why, please let me know in the comments. But I'm still learning about this stock as we go. And it looks like right now, the stock is trading for $23.29. It was actually down 0.9% to close out the week on Thursday. Looking at the 5-year graph, first of all, this is not something that I like to see in a stock. It's very choppy. It kind of peaked back in early 2018, has been on a downward trend, but as you can see, as of pretty much the month of November and December, it's kind of taken off like a rocket. So I'm assuming there's some sort of news catalyst that is causing this. But in terms of something to wheel or run the wheel strategy for options on, this is not what I like to see. I want to see a stock that's just continually going up and to the right. The 1-year graph, we had this dip, obviously, like we had in the whole stock market. And then it has been rising since peak illness levels. So that's interesting. 3-month graph is up 95%. So it's been really doing well the past 3 months. It's almost basically doubled in value in 3 months. Past 1 month is up 27%. Past week is actually overall down almost 1%. And like I said, the last trading day, it was also down about 1%. So looking at Robinhood here, it says that ArcelorMittal is a holding company which engages in steel making and mining activities. So I'm not sure why all of a sudden the steel business is really popping off, or at least people think it's popping off, but it says they have operations in NAFTA, Europe, Brazil, ACIS, mining, and other segments. And it looks like their NAFTA segment consists of products such as slabs, hot rolled coil, cold rolled coil, cold rolled coil, say that 3 times fast, coated coil, and plate. In Europe, they have some of the same products, including tin plate, plate, and slab. I'll be honest, I am not a metal expert. I don't know much about this stock at all, nor what their business is, but from what I gather, they're involved with steel products, is what it looks like, and mining. So it looks like this company was founded in 1976, headquartered in Luxembourg. And as we said, the ticker symbol is MT. We scroll down here, you can see of 20 analysts, 85% of them have a buy rating. Actually, no one has a sell rating, and 15% obviously have a hold rating. So let's do some technical analysis on this. But before we do that, I did see some recent news articles on ArcelorMittal. So let's see what that has to say and determine if this is a good stock, maybe in the short term or the midterm, to either buy shares of or trade options on, like the wheel strategy. So the first article I saw was here on Yahoo Finance, and this is basically my question. The article is titled, "Is MT a good stock to buy right now?" This was published a few days ago on December 18th, about a week ago. So as we read through this article, it says that ArcelorMittal has seen an increase in support from the world's most elite money managers of late. This is probably why it's been kind of getting very popular on Wall Street Bets. And it looks like as of end of September, it was in 20 hedge fund portfolios. And this is the all-time high, or as I should say, close to the all-time high, because before the all-time high was 25. So it goes on to say, do hedge funds think MT is a good stock to buy now? And it says, heading into the fourth quarter of 2020, like I said, a total of 20 of the hedge funds tracked by Insider Monkey, which is the publisher of this article, were bullish on this stock, which is a change of 5% from the previous quarter. So it looks like kind of the bullish sentiment is picking up from Q3 to Q4 2020. And you can see this graph. This is number of hedge fund with MT positions. As you can see, back in 2016, 25 hedge funds owned shares of MT. We are creeping back up there, like I said, 20, which is actually a recent high, considering the last time 20 hedge funds owned this was 3 years ago in 2017. Pretty much exactly 3 years ago, Q4 of 2017. So the biggest position holder is Renaissance Technologies, and they have a $107 million stock position, which makes up 0.1% of its portfolio. So it's a large value position, but compared to their overall portfolio, it's actually a rather small amount by 0.1%. The second biggest hedge fund is Citadel Investments, which holds basically a $56 million position, and again, has less than a 0.1% of its portfolio invested in this stock. So the article just keeps on repeating some of the same statistics. Doesn't really give you clear TA or DD as far as why they think these hedge funds are all of a sudden buying into MT. There's another article that came out recently, also on Yahoo News. This is more recent, just came out on December 21st. And this article is just a news article saying that Japan's Nippon Steel Corp and ArcelorMittal will spend $775 million to build an electric arc furnace at their U.S. joint venture in Alabama, with a planned start date in the first half of 2023. So maybe this news is what's causing the run-up, or why investors are all of a sudden bullish. Maybe they think this new plant that they're building in Alabama will increase their revenue or their profits. It is a split venture between Nippon Steel Corp and ArcelorMittal. Looks like they have an annual capacity of 1.5 million metric tons. And again, will produce hot rolled, cold rolled, and coated steel sheets. Say that 3 times fast. I had to do like 10 takes on this video just to get that out there. But let's take a look at the technical analysis on TradingView to see what the TA is showing us with this stock. So here's the TradingView chart on MT. If you're new to the channel, I like to look at daily candles. So every candle represents one full day of trading. The orange line is the 21-day moving average, and the pink line is the 50-day moving average. We have volume bars and the RSI here at the bottom. So if I scroll out, you can see very choppy trading throughout the years on this ticker. So this is not something that I said earlier in the video that I like to do the wheel strategy on for options. But from March to now, it looks like it has been up and to the right. So let's see if it's worth a play in the short term. If I zoom in here, we can start doing some technical analysis. Let's draw some Fibonacci retracement levels. One thing I would like to do is maybe draw one from here, which is the most recent low back in the end of October. And then I will draw it to the most recent high, which was back here on December 17th intraday. Let's see how that holds up here. Looks like it holds up pretty well. I actually like this 23.6% Fibonacci level. Looks like it has held up as an area of resistance. Then we finally broke above it on December 15th. Let's see if we can identify other areas of support and resistance. I'm going to draw a level right around here, which is pretty much in line with the 23.6% Fibonacci level at about mid $21, which again, like I said, was once resistance and now is going to act as support. I will note though that we did gap up. So actually I'm going to turn these into a light blue color. This is just what I like to do to show that this is actually a gap. You can see from December 14th, we were at about low $21. And then the next trading day on December 15th, we gapped up to the kind of mid to low $22. So there is a gap there that may get filled in the short or near term future. We'll just keep that in mind. Let's see if we can identify other areas of support and resistance. I mean, right now, it looks like we are peaking at about mid $23. And I'm going to change this back to yellow because that is an area of resistance. We tried to break above it intraday on December 17th, but as you can see, for the past week or so of trading, we could not break above 23.50. That looks like it's an area of resistance right now. So it looks like in the short term, our trading range is between about low $22 to mid $23, about that $1.50 wide range there. So we're gonna have to wait and see if ArcelorMittal is going to break up out of this area of resistance. But I think based on what else I'm seeing, it's more likely that we'll probably sell off a little bit and hit this area of support to begin with. And I say that because take a look at the RSI curve. Ever since basically the last week of November, we have been very overbought. So I think we are due for a pullback just based on the RSI curve. That's why I think the more likely scenario is that we will have a little bit of a pullback, at least to the low $22. And like I said, there's a gap here. So we may actually pull back all the way down to like 21.50. The other interesting thing about 21.50 is that it's right where the 21-day moving average is. So at this level, you're going to have very strong support between the 21-day moving average this trend line, and also the 23.6% Fibonacci level. So I think we may actually pull back strong enough if there's enough catalyst all the way down to 2150. So if you had shares, or if you're thinking about getting into shares, or if you were trying to sell some cash secured puts, you may be better off waiting for a little bit to see exactly what happens, because you might be able to get filled at a lower strike price or a lower share price. If you wanted to, let's say, wheel this or sell some cash secured puts or call credit spreads. Let's take a look, see if we can identify any other areas of support and resistance. The other things I'm looking at is like right around here, which again is very close to this 50% Fibonacci level at about mid $18. Maybe there's an area of support somewhere around here at around high $20. Looks like we have some candles that bottomed out there. Again, there's not a lot of trading data between about 1850 and let's just say 2050, just because in basically 3 or 4 days we gapped up so quickly. Down here, it looks like there's an area of support and resistance around $16. You can see we topped out here for a few days, then we broke above that, which is now support, and bottomed out. But again, between about mid 16 and mid 18, that $2 range, there's not a lot of pricing data there. So keep working a little bit lower just to see what else shows up. I think there might be an area of support and resistance somewhere around the mid $14. You can see we topped out there a few times, then we finally broke above it on November 6th. Now keep in mind, if you're new to the channel, these values are not exact numbers. They're not precise to the penny or even to the dollar. They're more areas or ranges. So you can see how quickly I drew them. I'm just throwing general areas of support and resistance out there. And all in all, no technical analysis is ever 100% accurate, no matter what anybody tells you. So this is all just based on my opinion. And of course, nothing is ever financial advice. I'm going to leave the technical analysis like this for now. We just don't have a lot of pricing data in the recent months because MT has just gone up so quickly, kind of gapping up as it goes. Like I said, in the short term, my prediction is that we will have a little bit of a pullback, maybe all the way down to 2150, but I wouldn't be surprised if we go down to at least, let's say, 2250. Let me know in the comments below if you have more information about MT. Let us know, share your knowledge. Do you have shares or options? Have you traded any positions on MT? And honestly, if you know what all the hype is about, leave a comment below. As always, join our Discord server, add me on Twitter, add me on Instagram, add me on Reddit, and I hope you have a green trading week.